The card reader blinked red, declined. I stood frozen behind the bar-height table where balloons scraped the ceiling and cheap champagne sweated onto rented linen. Laughter kept moving around me, oblivious. A graduation song thumped softly from a speaker no one bothered to watch. My phone buzzed in my hand. A message. "Don't make this awkward. He's family." No name attached. She didn't need one. Across the room, my stepdaughter, no, Emily, laughed too loudly at something her biological father whispered into her ear. His hand rested on her shoulder like it had always belonged there. Cameras flashed. Her cap tilted. Pride, staged and selective. I had paid for this room, the catering, the open bar, the gold-embossed invitations with her full name, the one I taught her to spell in 3rd grade. She hadn't looked at me once. The bartender cleared his throat. "Sir?" I slid my wallet back into my pocket, slow, deliberate. The kind of slow you use when you're holding something fragile inside your chest and you don't want it to shatter yet. "Cancel it," I said quietly. He hesitated. "The entire? Everything." My phone buzzed again. "Where are you? They're asking for you." I didn't reply. I stepped outside into the cooling evening, the door closing behind me with a soft, final click. Inside, the music kept playing. For now. I replayed the day in fragments as I drove. The way Emily had stiffened when I hugged her. The seat placement. Him at the center, me off to the side like an old coat. Her toast. Short. Careful. Thanking her real father for always being there. Always. A word that erased 15 years without blinking. I remembered late nights helping with math homework, PTA meetings, hospital rooms, the silence after nightmares. The way she used to fall asleep on the couch with her feet pressed against my leg, like she was anchoring herself to something solid. And now, I was excess weight. The truth didn't arrive all at once. It seeped in, slow, polluted, in looks exchanged across the room, in her mother's eyes refusing to meet mine, in the ease with which they stood together, as if rehearsed. This wasn't a reunion. It was a replacement. I didn't cry. That surprised me. Instead, something colder unfolded, a quiet recalibration, like my mind was stepping back, adjusting the lens. People don't discard you without preparing the ground first. That preparation leaves traces, and I had become very good at noticing details when the room went quiet. I didn't confront anyone. I smiled. I nodded. I played my role for weeks afterward, like a man unaware he'd been written out of the script. At night, I worked. Phone records were easy. A shared family plan leaves fingerprints everywhere. Long calls, deleted threads, a number saved under a woman's name I didn't recognize, but called only during girls' nights. Social media told the rest of the story. Old photos resurfacing, comments revived, a narrative being gently rewritten in public. Then came the envelope. I hadn't planned on ordering the DNA test, but curiosity is a parasite. It feeds until something dies. The results sat unopened on my desk for 2 days. Not fear, preparation. I needed to feel nothing when I read them. When I finally did, the room stayed quiet. 0%. Not my child. Not legally. Not biologically. What hurt wasn't the answer. It was how long everyone else had known. I invited my wife to sit with me at the kitchen table. No anger, no accusation. I slid the report across the wood. She stared at it. Her mouth opened, closed. "I always meant to tell you," she whispered. Years compressed into that sentence. I asked one question, calm, surgical. "Does she know?" Silence. That was enough. Later, I sent Emily a message. "We need to talk." She arrived guarded, defensive, expecting a scene. I didn't raise my voice. I told her I knew. Her face collapsed, not into guilt, but relief, like a burden finally set down. "He wanted to be here," she said. "I wanted him here. And me?" She didn't answer. She didn't have to. The invoices were still in my name. The venue, the caterer, the photographer, even the gown she'd cried over when it arrived wrinkled. I didn't cancel in anger. I canceled with precision. Refunds processed, accounts closed, auto payments terminated, scholarships quietly redirected. A college fund emptied into a trust she couldn't access. The party photos never arrived. The video vanished. Memories reduced to phone snapshots and explanations no one rehearsed well. When my wife realized what I'd done, she screamed. I listened. When Emily called, her voice shook. "You're punishing me." "No," I said softly. "I'm stepping away from something that was never mine." That was the cruelest truth of all. I live alone now. The house is quieter, cleaner, honest. I don't check their pages anymore. Don't wonder if they miss me. People don't miss foundations once the building stands until cracks appear. And they always do. I didn't destroy anything. I simply stopped holding it together.